Q. We already talked about the brawl at UFC 229.
Yeah.
So we don't need to talk about that again. But what we do want to do is talk about the future.
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about are the next moves for Khabib and for Conor.
Okay.
Who should they fight next? Of course, we know Khabib will likely get a suspension from the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
Yeah.
I'm hearing 4 to 6 months and a fine.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that from Dana, so I don't know how reliable that is.
Of course.
But let's say his suspension is 6 months. Who should he fight in his next fight? His first or second title defense at 155?
I don't know that you're gonna like this very much.
Okay.
In my humble opinion, what did Conor ask for after this? Dana came on and he said, "Well, Conor's already calling me asking for the rematch."
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, what the king wants, the king goddamn gets.
Oh no.
It sounds crazy right now, but
Yeah.
I think if we give this fight 8 months, 9 months to breathe,
Yes.
okay, I think we can potentially just run this fight back.
Okay.
And it'll still be the biggest fight that we've ever seen in the UFC.
Absolutely.
Simply for the fact that Conor wants it.
Yeah.
You know that's the money fighter. And
Yeah.
then Khabib, he did a great job, but we've seen that Conor can learn.
Yes.
And so just that storyline of him being able to learn, obviously the brawl afterwards,
Right.
I think we have enough to kind of run it back.
And the battle just finished, but the war is not over, right?
Exactly. No, I know it's not fair. I feel bad for Tony Ferguson, who's obviously amazing. Again, outstanding performance. But
Shout out to
if
him.
you're asking me what I think will happen, or what I think maybe even
you want to happen, it's Conor.
It's Conor.
Conor is that guy that captivates everybody,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he's the only person that can really put UFC in the mainstream light. Because unfortunately, Tony versus Khabib is a great fight for us hardcores, but it's not going to generate
it feels
that
like a
type
step
of
backwards
buzz.
almost for me when we go to Tony. And of course, it's a great stylistic matchup, like you said, but
Yes.
it's not building up on what we've just seen. And That's just the reality.
So as much as I am intrigued by the Conor versus Khabib controversy. I actually probably never want to see that fight again. Yeah,
Okay.
I think there's other fights for Conor. In fact, this fight, even though it was just one loss, unfortunately it showed me that maybe Conor doesn't need to abide by the regular rules of MMA, and he should just fight in those money fights. Like, I'd like to see him fight GSP. I'd like to see them at a catchweight 165, even put it at 170, and go Conor versus GSP. Stylistically, I think that's a great fight too.
Yeah.
I don't think GSP can lay and pray and hold Conor down. Conor may have that striking advantage, and we may see GSP lose for the first time in like a decade.
Yeah, I mean, so money fight-wise, we got a great matchup right there when you call for GSP versus Conor. I have a hard time getting up for that GSP match without him having gotten past Khabib, right? Like, in the Nate Diaz match, he lost the first fight, came back, won the second fight, and then we gave him Eddie Alvarez and said, okay, go ahead and be an even bigger star, right? I want to see him come back, potentially beat Nurmagomedov, or lose him and be like, okay, well, he really can't do it. Now we know, but I think to go to GSP without having gotten past Nurmagomedov, it doesn't quite build up the way that I would want that fight to.
Fine, then let me pose this to you.
Pose it.
Ferguson deserves this shot. So as much as you want to see your boyfriend Conor fight, that's not going to happen, nor should it happen in a real hardcore purist world.
He's not my dating, but he's not my boyfriend. So like,
fair enough.
Not get presumptive.
Yeah, I apologize for that. So I think Ferguson deserves that shot. He's healthy. He's ready. You gotta line up Khabib and Ferguson, and stylistically, that's a fun fight.
Do you want to see that fight the most?
Yes, because you could give Conor the winner of Poirier versus Nate.
Okay.
If it's Poirier, it's tough because he
It's
clapped P-Head's head on the canvas before.
Yeah.
But it's still a matchup, or even give him Kevin Lee. I'd love to see Conor versus Kevin Lee because the trash talk there would be real too.
The trash talk would be. I just don't know that Conor takes a Kevin Lee fight. I know he doesn't take a Poirier fight.
Yeah.
Okay. The Nate Diaz fight, I think that's where we both agree. Maybe that's an opportunity for Conor to kind of take another big fight that's not necessarily at the same level of Khabib.
Right.
They can run that at Croke Park or whatever it's called in Ireland and basically build that up in about a year's time.
Yes.
That'd be outstanding as well. So I think there I can see it going that way, but
listen,
the rest of the fights you're listing, I don't know about them, right?
Yeah, we can agree to disagree here. The white belts know what they think. Let us know in the comments below. Do you want to see Conor part 2? Do you want to see Ferguson? Or do you want to see somebody else? Maybe even an Anthony Pettis?
Get out of here, bro.
No, forget that. All right, we're done. Oos.